Hey, what's up guys? Chris McCarthy here, and this is your Jump Rope Fit full body fat loss workout of the day. Today's workout is going to be 6 rounds, and we're gonna start off with 100 rotations of that jump rope. Now, if you want to intensify the workout, you can do what's called double unders, which is gonna be 2 rotations of that jump rope for every jump. And if you choose to do that, you're gonna go ahead and just do 50 of those. After you've completed the jump rope portion of that round, we're gonna move on to 18 dumbbell goblet squats. Then we're gonna go into 18 dumbbell snatches, followed by 18 seated in and outs to really work those abs and work that core. All right guys, let's go over the movements. It starts off with that jump rope. So I've got my RX Smart Gear jump rope set up back here, and we always wanna maintain proper form here, guys. So feet are close together, and we're jumping on the balls of our feet. And we're not even jumping, guys. It's more of a bounding up and down motion, just a couple inches off the ground, chest up, shoulders back. No need to bring our legs up really high. No need to kick our feet back or pike them forward. It's just an up and down bounding motion. Once you start rotating that rope, you wanna make sure your elbows are in close to your sides. They're not flailing out. Also, you'll see that my hands are slightly in front of my hips. I should be able to see my hands as I'm staring straight out in my peripheral vision. If you start to see those hands coming back and you can't see them anymore, bring them forward, because what happens is if you bring that jump rope back, as it comes around, it's gonna hit your toes, you're gonna end up tripping. So make sure that your hands are just slightly in front of your hips. Now also, rotating that rope just with your wrists. You're not seeing a lot of movement here at the elbow joint and not at the shoulder joint. So you wanna keep it so you're maintaining just a little flick of the wrist to go ahead and rotate that rope. Shouldn't be a lot of movement at the elbow or at the shoulder. Keep those elbows in close to your sides, nice little flick of the wrist. So we're gonna end up doing 100 rotations of the jump rope. If you want to intensify it, you can do a little bit of run in place, which is alternating left, right, left, right. There's also a boxer step option where you kick one foot out in front of the other. And as I mentioned in the intro, if you want to go ahead and do double unders, that's 2 rotations of the jump rope for every jump. That really intensifies the workout, and you're just gonna go ahead and do 50 of those instead of the 100 singles. All right guys, once you've completed the jump rope part of that round, we're gonna move on to 18 dumbbell goblet squats. So working the lower body here. So set my jump rope down off to the side here, stage it nicely around you so it's easy to grab. You're gonna need a single dumbbell for this. And what we're gonna end up doing, let me set it on the ground here for a second. We're gonna have this dumbbell in the front rack position, kind of in this goblet position, right underneath your chin, keeping it close to your chest. What you're gonna end up doing here, feet should be a little bit wider than hip width apart here, nice squat stance. You're gonna hinge at the hips, knees are gonna start to bend, knees should be tracking out over the toes, should not be caving in. So tracking out over those toes, keeping that chest up the entire time. You're gonna go into full depth of that squat, butt down below knee level. Press through the floor, bring those knees back, open up those hips, stand fully upright, opening up those hips to the top, all the way down, all the way up. Now, on this goblet squat, you're gonna have this heavy dumbbell in the front rack position, so it's gonna wanna pull you forward. So make sure your weight is back in your heels, and you're really engaging those lats and sitting back in the squats, not falling forward. Go ahead, grab this dumbbell, goblet position. Feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart here, guys. Toes are pointed out slightly. Gonna start to hinge those hips there, knees are gonna bend, knees are tracking out over those toes, down to full depth, then stand fully upright, opening up those hips to the top, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. We're gonna end up doing 18 of those dumbbell goblet squats. Once you've completed 18 of those, now we're gonna move on to 18 dumbbell snatches. So you're gonna need a single dumbbell for this, probably lightening it up a little bit here on the load for that. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of a lighter dumbbell here. Now on the dumbbell snatch, there's a lot going on in that movement, and it's really easy to actually do it wrong. So I wanna make sure you're doing it the right way here. So first off, dumbbell's gonna be down on the ground, in between your feet. Your feet should be, just like the goblet squats, a little bit wider than hip width apart, nice squat stance. So once again, just like the goblet squats, you're gonna hinge at the hips, knees are gonna start to bend, knees are tracking out over those toes. You're gonna reach down with a straight arm, keeping your chest up all the way down. You're gonna grab this dumbbell. Now from here, we really wanna use the power and the strength of our lower body to initiate the first portion of the dumbbell snatch. We don't wanna just start bending at the back here at the waist and pulling it right off the ground. So what I mean by that is keeping that chest up. You're pressing through the floor. Arm is straight the entire time. Knees are coming back, hips are opening up. Once you're in this full extended position, arm is still straight at this point. You haven't started to even pull yet. Now, even from here, what I want you to do is extend further. Get up on your toes, shrug that shoulder. Now you're in full extension here. Dumbbell's still close to the body. We're not swinging it out like a kettlebell. From here, now you start to pull. And once you start to pull, now you're gonna drop underneath it into a little bit of a mini squat here and stand it fully upright. Then you're gonna bring it down, set it on the ground, and you're gonna move over to the left arm. And we're gonna alternate a total of 18 of those dumbbell snatches. So once again here, feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart here. Knees are tracking out of those toes, chest is up, I'm looking off into the horizon from here. Use the strength and the power of my lower body, press through, keeping the dumbbell close to my body, snatch it up, stand it fully upright. Now we're gonna bring it down, switch off to the left side, same as before, snatches up, get it up underneath it, stand it fully upright, back down. We're gonna alternate, so you notice I'm bringing it all the way down and I'm switching on the ground. Now, as you get a little bit better with these dumbbell snatches, you can start to switch mid-air, right around kind of chin level. You really rotate through quite a few of these, or cycle through quite a few of these dumbbell snatches by switching in the air. So it looks like this, so I snatch it up, now I'm gonna switch. So you'll see, now I'm really ripping through a lot of these dumbbell snatches really quickly. All right, guys, you're gonna do 18 of those dumbbell snatches. Then what we're gonna end up doing here is we're gonna move on to 18 seated in and outs. So we're gonna work the core, we're gonna work the abs. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can do them sitting on the ground here. So what you wanna do, sit on the ground, heels are together, feet are together, knees are together, hands are behind you. You're gonna lean back about 45 degrees here, guys, and we're just gonna go in and out. We're gonna do 18 of these seated in and outs. Now, if you want to kind of intensify it a little bit here, you can use a bench. Sit up on a bench. What that's going to allow you to do is get those feet down below you a little bit further because the floor is out of the way. You can lean back. So now my feet are down further, and now I'm really engaging that core and stretching it out there at the bottom, getting a full range of motion here on these seated in and outs. So you're gonna end up doing 18 of those seated in and outs. That completes one round of this workout, guys. But like I said, we're gonna do a total of 6 rounds today of this workout. All right, guys, that is your jump rope fit workout of the day. I'll see you right back here again for your next workout.